Hello, friends. Welcome to our very first, very overdue YouTube video. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you would know that I'm feeling very sick, but I found the energy to start this video because it's time. We need to get the show on the road. And if you follow me on TikTok, you would know that we have lived in this house for a year now and I hate it. I know what you're thinking. Why would you get a house that you hate? Well, because it's in a good area and it has land. We are on 3.5 acres, which our last house had 1 acre, and we swore that we were gonna move into a subdivision because we just didn't want to handle all of the landscaping. And then we went and got a house with like double. So it's fine. It's fine. We have our privacy, but whatever. Going back to the house, we have officially started renovation. Today is March 17th, my mom's birthday, and I don't know why we just decided that today was the day. I had to make sure the microphone was on. Yeah, we just decided like let's stop postponing everything. I posted the arch video maybe December probably. So December to March is a while. So, all right, let me show you guys everything that we're about to get into. As you can tell, I had started taking the paint off of the walls because I also talked about this on TikTok that the person that sold this house to us never lived here. They just renovated and sold it, and that means that he didn't really care how things were done. He just wanted them to look ready. But these are the consequences. So here we had a huge like paint bubble, and I started taking that off, and this part of the paint started feeling like it was pretty prepped and sturdy. So this is all that I had to remove from here, and I thought that was it. But then I'm gonna take you guys to the other side. If you can tell by these toys, we have already started the kids room. So all right, step by step. We were going to paint first, which is why I started doing this. But then we decided that we were going to do the floor also. So we decided to switch the plan and do the floor first because we're going to replace the baseboards, and we don't want to paint and then mess up the paint as we remove the baseboards. So floor is going to go first, and then paint, and then kitchen. But before kitchen, the arch. Let's this covers the paint. I'll show you guys the other issue with the paint and then the arch. All right, two in one. This was going to be a barrel arch. I wanted this little piece of wall to be removed and for it to be extended to here. And then I wanted all of this to be a barrel arch. But it ended up being that there is a beam here. So we couldn't remove this piece of wall. We had to adjust everything. And I just went with a basic common arch. So that's fine. We are going to add brick here. The initial plan was stone. But because I want this house to look a little like Rancho style, we're going to end up going with brick. The issue with the paint here is that, so the first issue was the beam. We fixed that, whatever. But now it ends up being that these people painted over wallpaper. So we don't know how far out that wallpaper is. I really, really, really hope that this whole house is not painted on top of wallpaper because honestly, I do not have the energy to peel a whole house and repaint. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes as we move along. But yeah, so this is the arch right now. Moving on to floor. This house has the gray floor that was super in like 4 or 5 years ago. I would have been fine with it. Honest to God, I would have been fine with it. But girl, this floor, let me show you. Let's start off with something subtle. Okay, we have some spaces. We have some lifting, some chipping, some more lifting, some more lifting, some more spaces, etc. Okay? And then we move over here. Are you kidding me? This floor had water damage and they didn't even fix it. They just put a plank on top and called it a day. And now those are the consequences. But wait, there's more. We have spacing all over the hallway. I hope you guys can see it in the video because in person, like if I step over this, it just goes down because of how bad it is. Um, yeah, let me show you guys our bedroom. So we have more here in our bedroom and under this rug. Decor wise, our bedroom is pretty much complete. My son is waking up from a nap, so I won't show him. But yeah, design wise, our room is pretty much done. And I say pretty much done because we're not only gonna change the floor in this room, but when I painted it, I ran out of paint. And instead of going to get more, I used two different whites in here, as you can tell. You could probably not tell, but since I know, every time I walk in here, it bothers me. And you would think that I do things the right way in my house, but because it's my house, I'm just like, I'll fix it later, which is something I would definitely 100% never do in a client's house. But you know, como dice el dicho, I'll put the dicho here. Y'all, I almost forgot about the kitchen. So we're doing the kitchen as well. We're going to remove this little piece of wall here to make it a little bit more open. But we are also, I plan on extending this kitchen because I don't have an island. My dream has always been to have an island. And in all of the houses that we have, well, in the two houses that we've lived in, I don't have an island. So my plan is to one day extend this. But for the time being, I just wanted to change the countertops because this space is so dark. It doesn't motivate me to come in here and cook and feel good. It just makes me feel like, eh. So I was like, to bring in some light, we can just change the countertops. But my husband was like, no, girl, we're gonna do this right. So now this microwave is the one that was here when we moved in. It never worked. So that's why we have this microwave here. Yeah, we're out here, you know, working with what we have. So we're gonna take this microwave out. We're gonna build a hood. We're gonna remove the white paint from these cabinets, and we're going to stain them a very, not very dark, but a darker wood tone because we have our floor samples over here. I'll show you guys in a little bit. The floor is light, so we want to go with a darker cabinet, and then we're gonna do a white and brown countertop. So let me show you guys. Okay, so this is our countertop and our floor. It is a light oak. It looks darker in the video, but I have moved it around in the house and I love how it looks. All right, you guys. So that's a rough overview of what we have planned for this house. I hope we finish it by October, even before then, but I'm going to give ourselves until October because all of these projects are going to be done on weekends. So we'll see March 17th up to October 15th, let's say. Countdown begins. Come along with us.